Welcome back to R7 Eagle Creations. Today I'm going to handle a problem that we always have after Thanksgiving. What are we going to do with the leftovers? Well, I have a new idea. Let's make a musubi with it. So over here I've got my turkey, I got some stuffing, I have candied carrots. Let's see what else I got. Oh yeah, I got some what are they, cranberry sauce, and I have a little bit of maple syrup with the chili, the hot chili in there, just to give it a little moisture. So I've got the rice getting ready, and we're going to continue on with this in a minute. So watch how this wonderful meal comes together. Be right back. You know, I was just thinking this would be a great meal to take with a sandwich. I mean, how could you take a whole Thanksgiving meal with you if you're going to go to the park, or let's say go to the office and at your lunch break or whatever, and here you have a whole everything you had in at Thanksgiving. So let's begin this. All right, I got my make here, my musubi make. It's a musubi maker. I have my nori. I'm lost for words today. I got my nori right there, and you got a shiny side. Shiny side always goes down. Remember that? And this goes up. Now what I did is I like my burners, I went like this over the top of my burners just to get some of the moisture out of it. So we're going to leave that right there. I'm going to wet this down a little bit, and I'll be right back. We wet it down so that the rice comes out a lot easier, or when we lift it up it doesn't stick to the rice. So I got to wet my little scoop down too. I got the little baby one, which I like better. I already put some nori, hang on, what do you call that stuff? This stuff here. Okay, this is the oh my god, the roasted sesame and seaweed. Yeah, there you go. Aji nori furukeki or something like that. It's got roasted white sesame seeds, sugar, salt, dried green seaweed, roasted black sesame seeds, hydrolyzed corn protein, whatever that is, and sesame, contains sesame. So of course it contains sesame, that's what they said. But anyway, I mixed that with the rice ahead of time. A lot of people put it on afterwards. Now, one thing I want to point out is I got a lot of food to put in this little bitty container, so I got to kind of go real easy on it here. And I'm going to press it down right away, because I got to get the next thing I'm going to put is the turkey. So let's take some of this turkey here. Right there's the turkey. I'm going to lay that in. I did wash my hands, by the way. Okay, and I'll put this over here. And another little piece right here. And that's going to turn out real nice, I think. I'm going to press it down a little bit more. It's kind of compact it. Right now, on top of that, I think what we'd be nice to put the dressing on the top of it. Now, I chopped it up into little pieces so that it would well, this is going to be nice, you know. If we put too much, I always want to put too much, and then there's no room for the rice. So, problems. This is an experiment. I've never done this before, as you can probably tell. But we're having fun. All right. So I'm going to press this down too. You don't have to, but I do, because that's my style. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit more in there. Just a little tiny more. Right there. All right. And a little bit over here in the corner. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the few of the carrots on top of that. Little carrot slices. These are candied carrots. They're really, really nice. Actually, this came from my daughter. I went to my daughter's for Thanksgiving, and she made all this food and gave me a plate to take home, and it was sitting in the refrigerator. I said, gee, what can I make with that? And at 4 o'clock in the morning, the idea came, let's make a musubi out of it. So here I am. Here we are. All right, and boy, we got more to go yet. Got to press it down again. Right now we have, I have a little bit of the maple syrup and the chili sauce. I'm just going to drizzle that a little bit on the top, otherwise it gets, that's enough right there. Alright, now what I have is I have some cranberry sauce. Of course, can't have Thanksgiving without cranberry sauce. Is this cool or what? I bet you never saw a Musubi made like this. Alright, we're going to spread this out a little bit more. And now I can put some more rice on the top. And I think that we're going to be able to put this thing together. I like these small rice paddles or scoops or whatever you call them, because you don't get it all over like I just did down here on the nori. Okay. Just put this right in there. Alright. A little bit more, not much, around the edges. Let me push it down a little bit. It's fun to make these, by the way. You know what? This is not the type of food or meal you want to prepare if you're in a rush. A little bit more rice. Whoever heard of rice with Thanksgiving? I guess some people do. We do right now. All right, we're done with that. Let me get my mess up here. Cleanliness is next to godliness. That's what they say. There you go. Okay, we're going to set this off to the side. Wash my fingers off a little bit, since I had them and everything here. Alright, now I better wet this down again. And let's see if we can make the magic happen. I'm going to move this out of the way get ready for the shouting and the screaming. Alright, get this out of here. Alright, here we go. A little bit wetted again. I'm going to put this in here right like that. Push it down a little bit. Press it, hold it down. Now at this point, if you put too much maple syrup, it's going to start leaking out and it gets real, I don't know how to say it, messy. So you have to limit the amount of fluid you put in it. Now we're going to hold this down and we're going to lift up the outside, hopefully. Bingo! Can we take this off? Look at that. Ta-da! Oh my God, I'm good. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's your turkey dinner. Wow. Now what I've got to do is I've got to wet part of the nori. I'm going to wet this part here because we want it to stick to the other when we fold it over. So let's see how I do with a folding job here. I'm going to fold it right over like that. I'm going to take this one and fold it over. We get a little bit more water here. Excuse my boarding house reaching in front of the camera. A little bit more water. You don't want to put too much water on because everything will really, really fall apart. There it is. How about that? Look at that. Now what I'm going to turn it upside down so that the weight of it presses on the seam here, and it will help to seal it. Of course, it's falling out too. Put it just like that. Now I'm going to take my spoon here and I'm going to push the rice back in. We have a lot of food in here, so I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes and I'm going to cut it. If I let it sit and it gets a little cooler, the rice gets stickier and it just makes it a lot easier to cut it. So I'll be right back. Give me a couple minutes. Alright, I'm going to try to cut this without having it go all over. I did wet the knife a little bit, which you should always do. And we're just going to take a release. Make sure you have a real sharp knife. One of these days I'm going to get myself a sushi knife. But in due time, I don't need it right now. You know, we all try to make do with what we have. Oh, is this going to be nice? Alright, let me set it off to the side. I'm going to bring my plate here in the center stage. And I put this just like that. And I'll put this one just about like that. We'll get rid of that and move that right over there. And that's what we have. So let me move my camera a little bit and I'll get a better picture on the angles. Be right back. And here's the final result of our turkey. Dressing, cranberry sauce, and candied carrots along with a little rice. Does that look good? Everything's in there, full meal. I'd like to see try this. At least try it and see how it works out for you. If you like this recipe or this beautiful demonstration of how to make musubi, turkey musubi, leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the little bell so you get notification of the next great video that's going to be out. And definitely refer to some other people, okay? They're going to love you forever, especially since they have all this turkey stuff left over from Thanksgiving. So, thanks a lot, and we'll catch you a little bit later. Bye.